Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Cut. 180. Going out.
Hey, we got a seal.
Cut.
We got a seal.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
SOS.
6-6. Pull it high.
SOS. Shoot. Watch out.
On first down, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figured they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hold on. Check.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught at the 25. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 27-yard line.
Cut. 180.
54.
DC.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Third down.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
Check.
Here's Goff. The screen pass here to Cohen. Finding room to the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
56 right there. 56.
Hey.
Check. Lucky.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, Wilson. And Jennings has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Carson. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On second and 11 now. Wilson, it's caught, Lockett. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 yards on the play, first down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. 5.
From the 27, Goff. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ric Flair. Listen. Get that ball. Check. Who's up?
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 66. Pull it. Now.
Hey.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, and off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down. 24 is the mic. I got you, son. 12. Jumper.
Good job right there. Go.
He's moving, boys, moving.
Here's Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Aaron Donald, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here comes Cohen. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Tonight, white plane. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 5. Switch.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Cut. 180.
From the 50, it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Touch 50. Tight and right. Hey, you got 3 down.
Now Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
36. Hey guys, listen. 56.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
One fluff. Hey, easy. Touch.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On the return is Cohen. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 36-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 34-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Our time. It's our time. Under crunch. Under crunch. Under crunch.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, come on now. Come on now.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
There defensively.
Here goes tonight. 180.
Here we go, here we go.
Louis.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Turbo set.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking deep for Jennings. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Value 3.
First down, a run with Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Cohen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down. They go play action with Wilson. Looking deep for Jennings. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw is gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike's 56. Pick it up.
Where?
Check 49. Check 49.
First down, a run with Smallwood. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Alert. Fair.
Hey, watch it. Slam.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson, this complete to Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
25.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Here we go. Check 37. Check.
Blue fatigue.
Off.
Blue fatigue.
And that'll set them back 5.
Come on, fellas.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Get the ball. He's checking. Crash. 56. Mike's 56.
Gun.
56.
Fair.
56. Check 56.
Bang out.
Switch it. Come on. Check.
95.
56 is the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there. First down.
Too low. You got time.
I'll go special.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carney, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They can't hang with us. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, kill.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Come to my work. We want.
Chester. Super one.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
X3. 218, chop. 2. What's up?
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Move 15. One left.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, and it's caught by Jennings. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
SOS.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Right there. Hey, Charlie.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's our time. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. It's gone. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Gurley. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
4 down. 14. I can't believe they move.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, this one complete to Smallwood. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This is Jennings. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Check. 14. Go.
Let's go right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming for you. You mine. Watch the ship, bro. 40. Ship. Watch the ship. It's great. Check 18. Hey, alert 3.
From the gun, they run with Smallwood. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
They run again with Carson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
On 4th down, Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
I'm not ready. Jim. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Tighten up.
They'll run on 1st down. Carney, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go again.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.